Do you think I need to go and paint that yellow BR, bruv?
Yeah, 96, my Nostrand Ave niggas. My Fulton Street niggas. Check it out. Diamonds on my neck, chrome drop top, chilling on the scene, smoking pounds of green. Ooh-wee, you see the ugliest, money hungriest, Brooklyn Loch Ness, 9mm cock test, one for test. And the winner is not that thinner kid, bandanas, tattoos, my fists never bruise, land still cruise, Frank White paid his dues. Ask who's the raw, bet they say Papa Berry. Look forward to me like commissary. All of a sudden, now everybody Big Willie done did it. Come with it, get your head split it, or get your neck slit it. Admit it, you overdid it, you shit it, just ain't got that loud. Go to shine like Tadao. Biggie Smalls the illest and how. Phrase raise your eyebrow. By now you figure he talking about that nigga, but your weak ass assumptions lead led the dumping, IV the pumping. You're feeling something. Catch my drift or catch my 4 feet. At least 6 inches above project fences. Turn meat to minces, jumps turn to flinches. When I rain out trenches, cleared your park benches. Missed you by pinches. Your talk is senseless. Actor needs chiropractor for crack jaw. Yes, I rocked your chatterbox. Dangerous you're not. I gets down. Twist your body round and round, upside down.
Flip mode, forever. Is the love really there? Is it? Do a dog shed the same tear? Throw your ice in the air, we here and we all gon' ball till the courts appear. Don't give a fuck what the niggas think we toting in air. Is the love really here? Is it? Do a dog shed the same tear? Throw your ice in the air, we here and we all gon' ball till the courts appear. Don't give a fuck what the niggas think we toting in here.
Smoke a little, let me cut coke a little, let me skim a little off of the top. Taking you back when niggas used to snort coke and toast to the hood and crowd bro to be the richest folk.
Yes, party people inside the place to be.
Arms House Family.
Yes, episode 118. It's the Handstyles episode, party people. We're going to go in on the importance of a handstyle. But we came into that tune, Biggie Smalls and Busta Rhymes, produced by J Dilla. It's got 2 names, this song. I've heard it called The Ugliest and Modern Day Gangsters. It's an unreleased track that was supposed to come out on Busta's The Coming album. But it never made it onto there, man. So yeah, rare J Dilla joint because it was Dilla Day on Friday.
Dilla Day. As you said the other day, it's Dilla Weekend.
Yes, man. I went down there. I've
never heard of J Dilla. What does he do? Who is he?
He's a producer. Yeah, he's a hip hop producer from Detroit. He passed away way too soon. I think 2007. 2008, I think he passed away, but his legend lives on, man. Every year on his birthday, 7th of October, all around the world, people do J Dilla nights.
You know Mo the comedian?
Yeah.
Mo
the comedian, yeah.
He does a hip hop thing when he does the different people in hip hop. And one of them's like a rude boy, one of them like this job, one of them, and then one of them's the J Dilla guy.
Oh right, yeah, with the flat cap like that and like the super hip hop backpack.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for J Dilla, man, like hip hop wouldn't exist, like all that kind of
yeah, exactly.
Kind of stuff like
there is a lot of that going around, man.
Oh wait, no, he's not gonna try and find that.
But he was very prolific when he was alive. He worked with a lot of people. Anyway, I went to the event, Just Vibes. I want to salute Trini Gladiator, Shorty Blitz, Mr. Thing, Harry Love, Jim Sharp, Doc Brown, fucking DJ Drez, Gizmo, all the heads that were there. Leon, Wicked Night, great vibes. I managed to catch some interviews with some of them. We talked all things cool about Dilla. There's a video it's on our YouTube right now. I will leave a link below. Go check that out. Tell me what you think about it, man. But yeah, that's the Dilla shit out of the way, man. This episode...
Arms house to your mum's house
is the Handstyles episode.
Yeah, I'm a bit flustered. Theme, sorry, man. I'm underprepared.
Calm yourself. You're making me very nervous. I don't like it. Stop. Khalas. We're doing the Handstyles episode because people need to know how important handstyles are. Some of you motherfuckers done forgot.
Yeah, exactly. I think definitely as of late in the last 10 odd years, maybe more so. A lot of people
not a thing anymore,
aren't placing as much intention to their bombing and their tag. And I blame Tox and 10-Foot, because they're obviously prolific, but they just literally capital letters, bam, everywhere, and they got everywhere. And so now I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm not just blaming them.
That shit was around like before 10 foot was around.
No, of course. But them lot, they just took it to this next level. I think they influenced so many kids, and they're just like, yeah, I'm going to just do capitals or whatever. It's like either people go way too simple or they just do too much. They're adding stars and quotations and underlines and hearts.
No,
and shit.
I think there's like a next level where they go one up from basic handwriting, but normal writing.
Yeah,
they go one up there in terms of style, but then they stay there. So they've just become like getting used to being a toy, and then instead of going on to the next level, they just stay there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
some
like,
of them blag it by getting up.
I remember back in the day, we had like, okay, I got my normal tag. I got my down rock tag that I do down rock. I got the tag, like, you know, if I have to do it in a certain
my
location.
scratchy tag for the inside of the train.
You know, we had like, and like the inks that we used and the pens and the nibs of the pens, like all these things were carefully thought out and, you know, more so, I think, back in the day. There's still people out there doing it, of course.
And that's a massive part of Graff, because if you're concentrating that much on your reach, it's going to go to show that you're going to concentrate on the next bits, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Doing dubs, doing pieces, doing throw-ups, getting it all nice, making it all look crisp.
Yeah.
That if you're doing that on your reach, then it's one of them things. It's one of those things we were saying how off air what having a reach means. And it's one of those things is like having that style, just taking your own, you know. But there is a blag for that where if you get up a lot, that can be considered your style as well. But if you can make something where it's instantly you see it, you're like, yo, you didn't even see the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Just caught it in the peripheral of your eye, so you knew exactly who it was. Yeah, because they get the reach exactly the same every single time.
And you can see, like, we spoke a bit about this with Odia when we did the Odia episode. Like some people's style is reliant on different factors. It could be for speed. You know what I mean? The way the E and the A connect is due to so you don't have to lift the pen off the surface. You know what I mean? Or let go of the spray can when you're doing it. Some people do a lot, like, you know, one-liner type things where the connecting bits between the letters are still visible and shit. And I love when I see a good tag, I try visually in my head,
work out how he did it,
which part he started with, which line he ended with. You know what I mean? And like just to kind of see the movement it took the person to make that tag, and also like the size of the person, how tall they are, how long their arms are. But you know what I mean? How quick they are. You see the movement in the reach. If you can see that it's a nice movement, somehow you can see that even the movement was nice. Yeah, and you say, yeah, that's part of the style. That's part of a sick reach. When it's got nothing, no doodahs, no stars in it, but it's just one of them ones where it's like nice. Yeah. And you can tell, like, depending on the nozzle they're using. Like they angle the nozzle to get the flaring of the tags. You know what I mean? Some people got that locked down. When you're using a marker pen, a chisel tip, when you're like, which angle you're holding the chisel at, you know what I mean? To make your letters come out as good as possible. Like some people have it. I like to have vertical. So it's upwards like that when I'm doing my tag. I think it suits it because there's a lot of up and down in my tag, the A, M, B, you know, and then the lines going across are fat, and then the lines going up and down are thin. It can make a really cool effect. You know, all these things, like, you know, you put thought into these things. And also it's, if you're doing graffiti properly, not just a legal writer, if you're out there doing it, your tag is the thing you do the most. I think you mentioned that earlier. So you should put some sort of emphasis into that, making that look good, man. You know what I mean? Or unique, at least. A little something flavor to it, just so it stands out from the rest. So, and also you can tell on like if you see those shutters, like just fully blammed out. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it looks so cool to me. Yeah. You can tell who did something with purpose, who's done it a lot. You can tell who's the toy, who's using a shitty marker, who's using a good marker, who, you know, all these things. You can kind of differentiate between the tags, like who's been doing it for how long. And it used to be at one point you could tell where they were from, if they were from north, south, east, if they were from outside of London, if they were from Europe, if they're from New York, you know. But now that's been a bit more homogenized now because of the internet and stuff. But there's still signs, you know what I mean? What's your favorite?
A good handstyle as well allows you, when you're going past on the bus, and you see like a couple of shutters that are going to be battered, like Gold Oak Road or Oxford Road or something like that. and you're into Graff as well, you can just look at those shutters and it's like beep, 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 beep. You've got like these computer eyes that
like
just,
the Terminator,
just completely disregard all the toy wax shit on there. So I don't look at what pen some toy's been using on there.
Yeah, that becomes a blur.
My brain just goes, weep, doesn't even look at it. Weep, the anti-style was weep, weep, weep. And then it was like, this person was there, this person was there, and this person, and that was it. You know what I mean? All the rest was just toys. And that's because partly of their hand style as well.
And some people even took some people's tags, they'd be more of a symbol than a tag, you know? Like okay, this isn't a symbol, but Drax's DX, you know, the way he does it with the flick coming off the X. You just have to catch that for half a millisecond. Like you're saying on the bus or whatever, you're zinging down the high street, you just clock that in the corner of your eye, you know he's been there. You know what I mean? Mint was another one with his...
Yeah.
Sometimes you couldn't even really read what it says, but you knew it was a Mint tag. You know what I mean? Just like... there's some incredible people.
Some people knew what pens and what material was going to be best for their reach. Like if you've got like lots of E's in your reacher, E's and M's and A's and that sort of thing like that. Having one of those pens, an on the run pen with like the liquid kind of ink in it, is just fucking sick. Whereas if you've got a reach with like lots of H's and kind of, you know, sharp A's and Z's and shit like that, it's different to have one of those chisel kind of reaches like that. Later on, he knows when he gets a reach with that pen, he knows he's going to do that style. It's going to come out sick. And likewise with the E's and the M's,
man. Later. I've got different style tags that I do on different surfaces with different implements, and that leads me to my question for you, Theme. What's your favorite implement to do tags with, and on what surface? So like spray can, marker. What's like one of the most fun?
It's difficult between like a can of white, like going through tunnels or whatever with a New York fat cap.
Yeah,
just getting those nice one-time reaches with the New York. Fucking love. I don't know why, but I love. You know how much I love the New York.
Yeah,
we should get sponsored by New York fucking fat caps, bro. I'm the ambassador, but mate, reaches in that. It's like perfect. It's not too fat and it's way not too skinny. It's nice.
If you have control, you can go really skinny with them. You can go fat.
I'm talking if you go too far away and make it big. I don't like that. I want it to be like, it has to be the perfect.
Has to be solid.
Or get in the insides with the like any kind of pen, as long as it's purple and it's on the insides, it's on the top of the doors or the back end of the carriage on the top of that door.
Yeah, I was gonna say District Line, the old District Line doors, the orange ones are my favorite with a chisel tip pen with fibbins in it. You know what I mean? Purple fibs because it just slides so nicely on it.
What the end doors?
No, the actual slide, the doors,
the actual doors above there.
Not above, on the bottom bit. Because it's just
I would have preferred above already. Because you know that bar, there's like a top to bottom bar, that orange bit, and it's like
perfect.
It's
size
perfect. For cap, I would just do in that stage there.
Yeah,
I would just do a capital letters reach, fat E's, a bit, you know what I mean, take up the thing like that. Sick.
I gotta say,
and on the bottom panel, like you're saying, I would definitely do lowercase E's on there.
Yeah,
and take up the whole of the bottom panel with the last E.
And it is such an awkward angle, like because you don't want to go on your knees, so you're crouching down, but you got to get low enough so you're under the window a bit to catch a nice tag. So it can be awkward on those doors, but it's a lot of fun. But also, I've said this a couple of times, I love my needle.
Or the black bit and the bottom of the old District Lines, the black bit and the bottom with the white reaches, bro.
Yeah.
They never caught the buff.
But I love also the needle cap, man. You know I love my needle cap, man. Catch high up tags with that. I really enjoy doing that now more and more and more.
I saw Zombie using one the other day. Put it on his Insta.
After the Dilla night, I was walking, because it was in Shoreditch, so I was walking home and I caught quite a few tags around with my needle cap, the extra long needle cap, that long, and it gets all bendy. So so there's a slight delay when you're flicking up and then down. The bendy needle bit goes like that, but it adds to the flavor of the tags. If you know what you're doing, it can make the tag look even better. I love that shit. It's hilarious.
Oh, those your floppy knob reaches, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Flopping about. All right, party people inside the place. We've reached out to some heavyweight writers in the world, man.
Around the world. Arms House is fucking around the world, battering everything.
Yeah, but 99...
Kings from everywhere have been sending shit in.
99% of them are from London, yeah, or surrounding areas. But yeah, we got one from New York.
But we only asked one geezer in New York.
True. It's true. But yeah, so we asked them all the question: why should people place importance on their tag, on their hand style? So we had a lot of feedback from a bunch of people, which we're going to get into. And we got some of your tags. Some of you guys have sent in tags.
Some reaches.
For
if they're dog shit, they're going to get fucking put in a spliff and blazed.
There's a couple of dog shit ones in there, that's for sure.
I thought we were going to get some sick ones in, man. That Stacks reach, bruv.
Which Stacks reach?
I don't know what it is about that kind of reach. Fucking love it.
All right,
One of the reaches that Form sent in, and I've pinged it to you on WhatsApp.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go through it later, but I'm just saying that kind of...
We'll go through it.
Jesus Christ,
but let's start off with one of London's most prolific bombers, Zonk, DDS. Yeah?
Jesus
Should we hear what he
Christ.
had to say about the importance?
This is one of the most prolific bombers of all time.
Let's go.
Right, in one paragraph, why is working on your hand style important or paramount? Your hand style is your bread and butter in this culture, isn't it? It's the fastest, quickest way to put your name up. It's the beginning. You know, you don't start doing masterpieces first, you know what I mean? And a masterpiece is a glorified tag, you know? It's so important, and to work on your hand style is natural evolution, because it will develop as time goes on, and it will develop naturally. You don't think, oh, I'm going to do this extra bit. You know, it kind of naturally happens, or you start to look at it through, you start to look at your tag through more experience, and just see little things that, wow, you know, I didn't notice. If I just change that, it looks much better, much more in proportion. I can't believe I didn't notice that before. So things like that, and that just comes naturally. So yeah, that's my paragraph. God bless.
Salute Zonk. You kind of
What a man!
What you said earlier about how you're not seeing people develop. Maybe that's what's changed. Like, because like Zonk said there, he goes, naturally you should develop. The more graphs
You should be
do,
looking at. He said, "Look at your reach.
Yeah, exactly,
Look at your reach.
bruv.
It's fucking dog shit. Look at it, bruv." And you're like, "Oh
Exactly.
yeah, let me actually." You're listening. You're not hearing Jimmy. You're listening to Jimmy. Do you know what I mean? You don't even know, bruv.
Yeah. Also, I want to make a serious point as well, because there are some people, like you sent a video of Busta.
What he's saying? No. So we'll go back to Zonk's point. What Zonk is saying is basically, if you do it all the time,
Yeah.
you keep doing it all the time. You just got to keep doing it all the time, and then over time, you'll just learn bits are better in different ways.
Yeah.
Through
Exactly.
actually fucking doing it and looking at your reach instead of just going like this.
Yeah.
And then going on to the next one. Yeah. Do you see it? No one can see it, bruv, because it looks like a fucking nothing. It looks like some bird scraped her suitcase against the door, bruv. That's it.
Yeah, and he said your tag is your bread and butter at the end of the day. If you want to get up and you're serious about it, that's literally the foundation of everything else you do in Graff is foundationally built on your fucking hand style. The people that go the other way around, who start piecing and start painting nice arty pictures and then think of their tag as an afterthought, you get smelt out from a mile away. Yeah, those types of people, if people who really know what they're talking about and know what they're doing.
What's that?
They can see if you do a nice, beautiful piece, but your hand style is shit, it's no good. Your hand style needs to be good, man, because then I know that your foundation is built on something.
Everybody can go Trellick, bruv.
Yeah, exactly.
Not everyone can get a good hand style.
No doubt, man. Big up, Zonk. Let's go to the next one. Who have we got here?
Oh, I love decent hand styles, bruv.
All right, let's go with... All right, another DDS member.
You love the DDS, don't you?
Not as much as you,
You wish you were taking sub for pints.
Yeah. All right, let's go into this one.
Handstyles reach I just got. Best reach you've ever seen in your life.
This is Yan DDS. Let's go, Jan. What does he have to say about the importance
What he says goes, mate.
of the hand style?
Yeah, it's I'd say it's about flow and if you practice your hand style on paper, when you do it out, it's much better. Yeah, that's it really. And just boredom. People just bomb bits of paper, and their hand style gets better.
So he's saying
true,
practice.
It's true, though, isn't it?
He's just giving people advice. He's like, just fucking get better. But at the end of the day, it is a tag. I mean, we're going in on tags today, but at the end of the day, a tag is just a tag, you know what I mean?
No, it's got to be sick.
It's got to be sick.
It's got to be sick.
No doubt.
And it's true. How many bits of fucking paper have you bodied?
Mate, fucking
How many
hell.
times have you been in like your nan's flat and you've just realised you've bodied all of your nan's like menus and that? You're like, oh, fucking hell, I wasn't even thinking.
I think at least a small forest worth of paper, literally, I've gone through. All right, this is another prolific bomber. To Rise. You know what I mean? We've all seen him about.
To rise.
So let's see what
not to rise.
Let's see what he has to say about the importance of the hand style.
Thanks for asking. I guess, yeah, hand styles and tags are the most important thing by far. Your tag shows your lineage, your work rate. You can tell so much from a person's tag and the style of their tag. You can often tell where they're from. You can tell whether they've put the work in or not. And yeah, I think there's lots of one-dimensional artists that depend on having like a great throw-up or a great character that they just repeat, or, you know, they're good at doing really simple panels, or they're good at doing hyper-realistic pieces, or doing fucking b-boys or whatever the fuck. But at the end of the day, like, you have to be, you know, dynamic as an artist and be able to approach everything from a wall to a truck to a roller shutter to a train to a phone box to a little power box to a street sign. And the base of all of that is your tag. If you haven't got your tag and you can't write your fucking name, yeah, give up and go home. As a side note as well, a really cool thing about tags is like, or two really cool things about tags is you can sort of tell the condition someone was in, like drunk, sober, calm, or rushed, whether they were pressured or whether they could take their time, you know. And secondly, like, it's really cool over time watching people's tags like evolve, because it's not like overnight they just switch up. It's like a really gradual process with a lot of people, and you see people's tags kind of sway more one way for a couple of years and then more this, more that, and they just develop and generally get better and better. That's a really cool thing I enjoy about Graff. Not even just like my mates, just people out and about, and you see someone start up and their tags are a bit ropey and fucked, and then like, you know, 6 months down the line, you see something and go, oh, that's fucking cool. And then, you know, maybe a year down the line, you'll be like, yeah, go on, son. You see bits and you're like, yes, go on. I love that. I'm not going to name names because that's obviously a bit, you know. But yeah, I love seeing the development of it. People get better. But yeah, tags are the base of everything. You can't get good at Graff without getting good at tags.
Arms house to your mum's house.
Yes, To Rise, and he's done a lot of fucking tags. This guy, man, Jesus Christ!
What a paragraph of knowledge.
Yeah, he went in
From
on
the
that
two
one.
to the rise.
No
and if you
doubt.
can't do that, then pack it up and fucking go home, mate.
Go home, mate. You can't. Yeah.
Go back home. Fuck me,
but
mate.
what he's saying as well, because we've said about like, you know, you can tell a lot about a person by looking at their tag, but then also what mood they're in, or what, you know, how calm they were, how
If they're
rushed
licked.
they were, yeah, if they were
licked,
drunk, or if they were, you can tell a story, and then like you could, I think I remember Mode 2 on Kings and Toys when he's talking about tags, he talks about walking down Shaftesbury Avenue one day, and then the next day walking down the same bit of road, but now there's a couple of new tags by someone from Sweden, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, okay, so he must have got out of that train station, walked down this road and gone up to that area. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of see where people have gone and, you know, what they've been up to. There's like a language to it that you can decipher as a writer, you know?
Big things are going with reaches, man. I love reaches, man.
I used to have to be careful because if you bomb...
I drove past this roundabout the other day. Station where we were and where the Vodafone shop was. It's all still there.
Oh, is it? Yeah, now it's
absolutely
good.
Battered. Yeah, and now other people have like joined in, but it's like all nice. Every shutter's battered, and there's that theme and zombie reach on the flaps of the shop coming down, bang outside the station. I was like, yo, this is nice. It looks good.
Yeah, man. I was gonna.
We've all got throw-ups on those bits.
That was it. I was gonna say back in the day, I remember having to, because I used to like drunken on the way home. You're always catching tags on the way home. And then it got to a point where I'm like, fucking hell, I've battered all around my house. Yeah. And then you're like, I gotta stop tagging near my house because you can't, because then people just will know where you fucking live at the end of the day. So, you know, that's another thing to be careful of.
I do that with you all the time.
Yeah, I know, when you're getting home.
I'm still seeing reaches when I go to work, when I bop to East Acton Station. If there's if I haven't looked that way, then I look that way. Then, oh fucking hell, there's an amp reach there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's all right because it's next to a major.
No, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
so I can see how you've gone home and shit like that.
It's more like people who live in like residential, like super residential areas. Then you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb if there's just like bare amber tags around one house. Shout out to Rise, man. Let's get through this because we don't want to be here all night. We got loads to get through. SKORE TRC. I reached out to him. I asked him why working on one's hand styles is important. He said, many of my, just a short one, he said, many of my pieces are worked up from fattened up tags. The tag is the foundation of style. If you can't rock a fresh tag, then good luck with everything else, man. That's from SKORE TRC, man.
The foundation of style.
Yeah.
The foundation.
It's your bread and butter. Like Zonk said, it's the bare bones of what we do. Like I said, people who look at tags as an afterthought, you got major issues and problems. You don't know really what Graff is if you think like that. The tag is the biggest, most fun.
The foundation of start, mate. Writing that is sick. That's the new crew. The that's a sick crew.
Foundation of style. FOS.
You know, we were saying we might start doing that thing where we say like that's the title of the episode.
Oh yeah, Foundation of Style.
In this case, Foundation of Style would be it, bro.
This episode is called Foundation of Style. All right, TIZER ID crew. TIZER. He's got a killer hand style. He was mentioned a lot. Yes, on the Instagram.
Oh yeah, we did reach out to the Instagram stories.
What were some of the other names?
Saying, there was a lot of names on there. I got some names.
Yeah, shout out just a couple of the names.
But like TIZER, was mentioned a few times, and then TIZER was mentioned by Form 72. At the end, who's chucked us a voice note as well. No, not a voice. Yeah, a voice note, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, big up TIZER, man. He was mentioned quite a lot. Zombie reached out. He said, "Oh dear."
Theme. Let me hold on. I got to run up and grab a lighter, man. This one's fucked. Yeah. So you keep going. Tell the people whose names came up the most. Yeah. Keep going.
Well, that's what I was doing. Why don't you just fuck off and get your lighter?
All right. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. Zombie got in touch and said, "Oh dear," which was obviously very nice because we had "Oh dear" on a few episodes ago, and he absolutely fucking murked the insides with a sick hand style. And we spoke about hand styles with him as well, so go and check that out. Obviously, Zombie, Fume, and Teach came up a lot. They came up a lot, so big up them. But they were obviously going to come up. Then some other peeps came up. Big up mine, AS crew. He came up a lot. Big up him with the metal bits at the bottom of the inside of the central line doors. Fucking nice. Ear Snot, Chuck 101, Asset. Asset came up a couple of times for the Fat Cat Chrome reaches right across the shutter, done in one movement. So like right across the whole shutter, the asset. He's talking about the asset reach.
Yeah, killer.
Cherish and Fiasco. Akit got in touch. She said Cherish and Fiasco. Now Fiasco. I see what you're saying with them reaches. And that word, just even with the pen in your hand now, Fiasco is a sick.
It's a nice word to say. It's a nice word. Yeah, nice word to write.
Christ.
Fiasco.
Jesus Christ. And what was the other one? What was the other one? Asset Devise.
Devise had a killer one. All the VFL lot had some killer hand styles. Like I said, they used to sit around just tagging a lot, let alone drawing sketches, piecing, everything.
Mean came up quite a few. I think we should go into Form's voice note. Have you got that?
Yes.
Or because and then a lot of those people right there are mentioned in his photos that he's kindly pinged over.
All right. Well, let's get into it then, man. Should we listen to it first? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's quite a long one. This one.
Yeah, it's quite a long one. Yeah,
it's all right.
He was licked
big up
the night
Form.
before.
Go check out the Halloween episode with Form 72, man. Salute.
My idea of a good tag probably would come down to sort of like a balance, like you get a balanced looking tag and an openness. It's something I would lose. I think people lose when you're rushed, because you don't want to get nicked, or I'm a bit funny with anyone kind of seeing me sometimes tag. I like kind of that not being seen doing it. If you look at somebody, like I remember going out bombing with Panda many years ago, and people like sort of Europeans don't give a fuck. They will just bomb in front of anybody, and they'll just do these things, and they'll take their time doing a tag or a throw up so that it will look good. It gives you time to think. When you're rushed, I'll miss out. Like if I do my joined up tag, I'll miss out part of a letter. So it will end up you look at it, it's me, but it's like 1 second, there's something missing. Or, it doesn't look that good. You come away and like, shit, that fucking, you don't give it that time. I think I think tags do need a little bit of a, some people saying that, maybe that's the difference between someone who's good and has got that kind of knack of being able to have repetitions. Another big thing with tags is kind of being able to do the same thing every time. I struggle with that, and you can just do that quickly and still look crisp. Yeah, so there's some of the things I would look in a tag, and obviously originality. Some of my favourite tags would be like PIC. He's got that one where he's got the hammer. It looks like it's basically like a pick. He's kind of made so part of it's like a pick. It's like a fucking heavy tag, and it always looks the same with the way he does it. Hito, he's got a lovely openness of a tag. He's another one. He takes a bit of time. It's actually the way I do some of my tags. I've pretty much taken a few ideas from him. Fizzer is just nice. It's plain tag, but he's got some real lovely flow to it. Sham 59, he's got amazing repetition. When he bombs, they'll just always look the same. He's got an older joined up one, which I find it's a lovely tag. Croc, he's got a lovely hand style, and he'll just kind of put all these different sort of almost elements into his tag. Shoe, of course, I'm sure a few other people have said Shoe when he does the mustard. I love that when he'll take time doing that. A beautiful flow. When he used to do the mustard tags as well. The Shoe, I couldn't read that when I first saw it. When he first used to do the old joined up Shoe too, I used to think it said Shatu. Bus One, another one, takes his time to do tags. His tags are like his pieces. He takes time, and they look. He's got a wicked
Bus
style.
One reaches
Stacks, very plain. We used to do Stacks. Sauna had a beautiful style. Mir does plain tags, but he also has this other style. He does the letters are incredible, man. Just
Big
like he's kind of a reflection of his piecing style, which is wicked. An Asset, of course, he used to do these amazing one-line tags. I've always find it impressive when people do them one-line tags and they got proper style with it. Just one line, it does the whole tag. Yeah, some of my favourite UK tags that I kind of look at, I think, stand out.
Yeah, man. Big up Form.
He said chatting some sense there. As the Americans would say, he said spitting nothing but facts.
Yo, 100, baby. 100.
He's spitting nothing but facts.
Yeah, man. I'll flash up on the screen as well for people watching while names are mentioned. I'll try and find pictures of people's tags, some decent ones.
I've sent you, see from some of those there.
Yeah.
If you go to WhatsApp, can we just go to WhatsApp for 1 second, mate, and just look at that stacks reach, that DDS stacks?
Oh, yeah, stacks. There we go.
Which isn't like a specific, like a sensationally banging reach, but it is.
No, the S's,
you know what
the
I mean?
elongated S's, and but that's done, like, that's the thing. It's simply done. It's clean. It's
simply done.
It's done with determination. You know what I mean? Like, I can't,
and it's sitting there proud like that. It's still sitting there like, yo, stacks, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
You can
it's
tell,
nice.
even just looking at that, you can tell he has like can control because the thickness of the line is consistent throughout the whole tag, the amount of paint on the wall. So you can tell he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean?
He's a nice reach.
Yeah, man.
Just underneath that reach is an Aysheare VFL reach.
That Aysheare with the heart.
Now this kid, but those pencil reaches, you remember someone had one of his sketchbooks and it had pencil reaches.
Yeah, he used to go in.
AYSHEARE.
I'll find it.
Fucking them reaches were like big man thing, yeah. They were like serious.
Yeah.
Serious.
And
no, they were sick, bruv, them reaches.
And like when you're doing a proportion, like let's say when we critique people's graph and we're talking about like the curve on the top bit of the B or whatever, we go in on people because when you're doing a piece, you do an initial sketch and then you do whatever. You don't have that with a tag. Once you've put your tag up, that's it. If your arm, if you get hit by something, if you're distracted by something, anything throws your word up.
It's like a metal bolt sticking out the door. You don't even know it's there.
Yeah,
and your calendar's a wink like that. You fucking cunt.
Yeah. But like Form said about consistency and being able to do that same tag over and over and over again with the same proportions, the same, like that's when you know someone's been doing it. Like it's muscle memory for them now. They're not even looking at what they're doing it.
Someone's outside.
And that's when you know someone's been doing it a long time, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And like I said, with the stacks reach, you can tell. Like,
and it's funny how he said fizzer. You know what I mean? He didn't say other of the same person's, He didn't say others. He just started with, because that one is a particular one, that fizzer is a particular kind of capital letters reach, F-I-Z-A, bam, and then there's the throw up as well.
Yeah, and the way the Z, like it's a nice to do as well. Just
and it's like the top of the train kind of reach, that classic, and he battered it with that.
True.
That outsides kind of reach. Those kind of letters, the way he did, always in black. You know what I mean? And the throw up as well.
Hold on 1 second. What's up, Stu? Okay, just leave it on the table there. Nice one, man. Put it under the green thing.
Yeah. Stu, you fucking cunt! The fucking... I'm joking.
No worries.
Big up Stu, every time.
Yeah.
But the age of reach is in the pencil.
Yeah.
You know, when you're holding a pencicle and you're thinking, Rotty, I'm feeling like Van Gogh with this pencil because you've been using pen for ages. You get one of them nice pencils and you're like, later on, I'm like the greatest reacher of all time. And then you can take that to your pens as well.
When you like sharpen a pencil, like really, really sharp, and you first put it, obviously the bit of lead breaks slightly when you first touch the paper.
Yeah, no, I would pick the second time. The second
that's it. Exactly. And then you can like rotate the pen around in your hand to catch the best angle, and then you can start doing some great
And when the pencil's blunt, then you can start getting them different kind of reaches and you change the style. You're like more flat on it, like you said, with the like heading with those pens.
With the
look how fucking anally gifted we are about reaches, bruv.
Yeah, man. All right, listen, let me read out what Skeme, the 3-yard king, wrote out. Do you want to read it out or shall I read it out?
You read it. I don't know. You read it out.
I'm reading it.
Read it out.
Shall I do it in a New York accent as well?
No. Yeah.
Yo, I'm 100% sure consciously No, I'm not 100% sure consciously working on my handstyle was a thing. It's like, truth be told, most of the time when you're a toy, you don't even know it. That's what makes you a toy, is not the lack of skill, it's the lack of self-awareness. I recently watched some footage of an old interview featuring Sharp and Delta 2, and in it they basically acknowledged that they were at some point in time not really that good. To me, they are several notches above toy status because they are able to self-reflect, acknowledge shortcomings, and thereby, as Case 2 said, know to get better. To the end, you don't practice walk. What? No to
look
get
at your
better.
reach. He's saying, look at your reach.
Yeah.
Exactly what Zonk said.
He goes, you don't practice walking. You just do it every day until you master it. Then you take an interest in running. Handstyle was that way for me. The perfecting of it anyway. You do it till you're satisfied. Even then, just like piecing, some have it and some don't. Big up Scheme. He was more going into like, you know, being like realizing when you're still toy. You know what I mean? Like working out.
He will put you several notches above toy if you can reflect on your toy status.
Yeah, if you can realize that you're a toy is already the first step. That's like alcoholism, is realizing you have a problem is the first step.
Man. America, they hate toys. And they fucking...
Hey, yo, let's do a shot every time someone mentions toy, man. That's what you said when we had the...
Oh, that's what I was going to do this episode. I was just going to do a shout every time I thought of something. Burglar.
Oh, yeah.
Burglar's reaches. Big up Bergs. With an S or with a Z, or burglar. Take up the whole district. Like king of like the inside scratches on the insides. Sick reaches, bruv. And a unique hand style with a can of paint.
Yeah.
Doesn't do the normal style. Has his own, it's burglar style. But it's still kind of London Badman style as well. Even though he's made up his new own one. So big up to him.
Burglar. Yeah, no doubt, man. I want to make one point as well clear, because you sent in this video of Busta doing those mad curly and like with the fat.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
I was going to say, it's not I don't like it. I can see the skill in it and I like it and it looks dramatic and it's really cool, and to get the balance of that right. And obviously the dude knows what he's doing. I'm not calling him a toy. It's just, I don't need all that elaborate shit, all the curls and the flares and stuff. The letters, as long as the letters look cool, that's enough.
But I bet you he could do a banging reach.
Well, yeah.
A banging simple reach.
Well, yeah.
Oh, like a Bates. Oh, nice.
He's got some cool ones.
Damn, forgot about Bates. I didn't get any Bates shit.
I tell you,
he's got a nice hand style, bruv.
He does. Again, clean, simple, but nice. There's a
Big
couple
up
of people.
Tense. I always thought Tense had a nice hand style.
Tense has got a wicked one, man. A lot of them GFS lot put importance on their tag. But I was going to say a name that gets flung around a lot is Soweto. This writer, Soweto. I don't know if you've seen much of his stuff about...
Sweaty Soweto.
Sweaty Soweto. Soeto. Or he does it with an A, Soweta, sometimes. I think I've seen both. He does a really quite a mad hand style. Like I'm going to send it to you, Theme, just so you can see it.
Send us a little Frank and Pat about Sweaty Soweto.
Soweto. Sorry, I'm in my other folder. 1 second. There we go.
I've
seen him
do...
I'm still on Soweto. 1 second, man. I've seen him do a lot of different types of tagging, but this one is just one example to show you that it's like a science for him to a degree, but it's very playful and bouncy and a fun tag. You should have it now in your thing.
That Asia reach.
Yeah, Soweto, and also I want to shout out Roids as well, man, because they're unconventional styles, and even though they look bouncy and playful, I know that they spend a lot of time on their tags. So it's not so much the bombing out there repetitive style, but they make it really arty and they look cool, but not too much arty.
I've always liked UK like inside styles.
Yeah, I know you do, Theme, man. I know you do. You're a simple man.
Keen one insides from Keen one. Jesus Christ, sick hand style. Can't believe I never mentioned him, bro.
He was very
aggressive, arrow sharp. Yeah, bosh.
That's another word I wanted to use to describe tags. Attitude. You know what I mean? Some tags just have an attitude.
What's up, fool?
Yeah, and I just love
this. Is my bike now.
Damn. All right, we got the head honcho from AS.
That Soweto reach is not like that.
What do you mean?
That's the massive difference between the Keen reach and the Soweto reach.
Yeah,
that's the difference. That's the variety.
The Soweto is more playful. The Keen is more aggressive. Yeah.
Get me.
But this is from Avea AS All Stars. He sent in his understanding of the importance of the hand style. Let's go.
Play the blood clot rhythm.
For me, you got to be an all-rounder. You got to do good hand styles, throw up, stubs, track sides, trains, walls, whatever. When it comes to handstyles, yeah, you don't want no wonky shit. You want to be clean, bold, something that stands out, that becomes like a brand almost. But my favourite handstyle writers, ones with real flair to it, nice funky letters, something that's unique that would like, you just spot one handstyle and it'll stand out a mile. That's what you want.
There we go. All right, nice and simple.
Done no. But you got to be doing everything, bro. Standing out, being bold and clean and nice and crisp.
Exactly. Avea.
All right, standing out and being bold and nice and crisp, yeah? Standing out and being bold and nice and crisp and aggressive and decent and flowing. Yeah. These are the kind of words that we're hearing, yeah? Open, repeated, like got it down to it, like it's in your bloodstream.
Yeah.
Someone said on the Instagram, someone said Persy.
Oh, Persy. I mean, he's done a lot of bombing.
And I was thinking, yeah, and this, we're talking about doing a lot of bombing and people are getting better and adding bits of flair and this and that and this and that. So we're not seeing that. But yo, I thought to myself, but Persy, for me, he's got like a fucking awful handstyle. Like it's almost derogatory to Graff. It's fucking horrific. It's dog shit. It's dog shit. There's no two ways about it. It's dog shit. I'm not gunning him, but I'm gunning him. It's dog shit. And I said to myself, Maddie will be upset. Let me actually go online and look for some Persy reaches, bro. Yeah. And all the Persy reaches, I'm not lying. I'm sending one to you now, Bosh.
That lowercase r that he does, yeah.
Look at this reach, bro. This is a trackside bombing reach.
Yeah.
And then this. Bruv, there's no handstyles.
Yeah, it's true.
And the ones on the outside of the district, bruv.
That top one.
Like big him up for them being there. Do you know what I mean? Big him up for him being there, bruv. I hope you got a clean house.
Yo, Percy's just absolutely bullering. But every train has literally got a Persy on it. Yeah. Them
kind of reaches. And he does the E. Sometimes you can't, for some reason, the E is like facing down. Like going,
it's just down. Weird.
And the R and the P and the R and the S and the Y are all still the right way up. But there's no style in it. There's no handstyle. I've sat down and loved my reach and I've written my reach more than any other word on planet Earth a billion, trillion, zillion times over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's none of that with that Persy reach.
I think you're being a bit too harsh. I reckon there is a style. Whether I like the style or not is a separate thing. But definitely he has a unique style of doing it. And
he does have a unique style.
And he does. I remember when I first started seeing.
But there's nothing wrong with saying that style is butters.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly. That's fine. But you were saying that he has no style. I think he does have a style. It's just, maybe not my cup of tea because it's a bit wonky and it's a bit weird. I remember when I first started seeing Percy's tag on the trains, I couldn't read it at first. I could see the P and I'd see it was a bit weird. And obviously they were mad drippy as well, which didn't help with the legibility of it. But then when I worked it out finally.
And listen, when you see reaches like that, of writers like that who are active writers, if that's how shit your reach is, bruv, I don't need to see the panels. Because when I see the panels, I'm like, bruv, it's almost like the same kind of looseness and all the sloppiness that's in the reach is in that panel as well.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if that photo doesn't get shared around or wherever some people, certain heads see it, and we see it, and it's like, bruv, what's that? I mean, that's not even the letters aren't even the. Do you know what I mean? I'm not talking about them kind of.
Let me ask you one question.
That's another thing about a reach. You can instantly, if you're shit at your reach, but you're shit at Graff, there's no way. You know what I mean? No, you're shit at Graff if your reach is properly shit.
Yeah, exactly. Which we're not saying about Persy, I don't think, because I was going to ask you.
No. I'm talking about writers.
Yeah, in general. But back to Persy, does it not look like his tag looks like he's having fun with it? You know, whether it appeals to me aesthetically or not, you can just tell the way he does those tags. And it's obviously from jump downs. Like he's not going into the yard and just tagging every train. I'm assuming, I don't know, but I'm assuming maybe he is. But he's just having fun with it, man. You can see he's just catching jokes. And he's crossed over that line now where how I feel about his style doesn't really matter so much now. It's like Tox, for example. Once you've done that amount of bombing, I tip my hat to you, regardless of whether
he ain't touched the level.
No.
I'm only saying this because we're talking about him now.
Yeah.
He hasn't touched that kind of.
I'm not saying he has, but I'm just saying he's getting to that point. Not where he's
No, he's not.
competing.
No,
he's not competing with
Don't
Touch.
even say it.
He's not competing with Touch.
Get to that point in your head.
In my head, where I'm like, okay, he's got his own style and he does his thing, but he's just battered every single train.
See me standing up for Tox. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ.
I'm willing to argue every single train I've got on in the last year or two has had a Persy tag on it. No matter the carriage, no matter, you know what I mean? It's crazy what the guy's done. It's nuts.
What, no matter the model of the train?
Pretty much. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I usually get the district and the central, and So yeah, exactly. Fair enough.
But the district line is a fucking nice line to have battered like that.
Yo, very.
But
nice.
who was it telling us about TFL? Like meetings in LU. And fucking your man's at the top of the list.
Is it? Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you want to be doing something better than them reaches.
I heard a rumor. I had a rumor.
Much prefer if people like Tox, like doing.
Yeah, who are
Graff,
out there. Yeah.
Graff.
Yeah, but they are held in high.
You go, you're like, fuck. Like Zonk. I came out of the shop. I meant to say it when you were playing his voice note. I came out of a shop in the middle of fucking nowhere, bruv. Can't even remember. It was in London. But it was like some bumpkin. No, it was like, I can't remember, some hood.
Yeah.
Anyway, came out of the shop, thought the geezer had said something to me, but so I turned around and there's one white tiles in the middle of this guy's like awning of his shop, and it just says Zonk on it in a black pen. That's how fucking out.
You know what? I remember once I got on the wrong train. It was an overground train, and I ended up in some bumpkin fucking, because it didn't stop for like 5 stars. I was fucking fuming. I went off in some mad direction. Got off on, it was one of them train stations, no rooftop, no nothing. It's just 2 platforms and a couple of light things and the sign. Yeah, one of them bumpkin town. And I went up to it, and you know, there was this one bit, and there was like a pipe, and then around the pipe was like this metal kind of grating thing. Yeah. And I looked in, like I was leaning up on it, and I remember looking into it, and on the pipe inside there was a mean tag in like a shitty Sharpie thin pen.
I love it.
Like he couldn't, like he must like through the metal bits, he must have like pulled the pen all the way through and then just done a mean tag like this big, tiny, like an inch wide. And I just remember going, right.
He's plainly done the same thing as you.
Yeah.
Got the wrong train, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
And when you're fuming as a writer, sometimes you do get like a reach on things that you're like,
exactly.
Cunts.
Yo, let's get into this one from Mr.
Big up
Met.
Mean as well. Sick handstyle.
Salute Mean, man. I did reach out to him to ask about it. He didn't actually reply about that, so whatever. This one's from Mr. Metsky, the mayor of Shepherd's Bush.
The mayor of Bush.
Let's go.
Because basically, yeah, a tag is just a big piece. You know what I mean? It's simple down and that. But it's like sex. You can't go in there fucking into dry pum pum without no like foreplay. You know what I mean? That's like for fucking toys. It's like shit toy, shit tag means a shit piece. So end of.
And shit sex. You know what I mean? You're going in there dry roasted peanut style, brother. Allow the sandpaper in your knob up.
That's a
you
good
know what I mean?
metaphor. I like that.
Lube her up, bruv. Lube. Look at your reach.
Exactly.
Look at your reach. It's butters. Fuck me.
Exactly.
All the writers are saying the same thing, basically.
I mean,
look at your reach.
Yeah,
look
it's
at your reach.
a simple thing. At the end of the day, a tag is a tag, you know. But we're trying to ram this point home because we got young'uns who listen to this, man, and like some of the
young'uns are bringing a disgrace to their family's name with their shit reach.
Not all
some
of
the graph that's been sent in when it's toy and they put their reach above that. You should be embarrassed, bruv, about that reach. It is so dog shit. So dog shit.
Yeah, but they
never get a reach with your little skinny cap above your piece, and it's like this little, like you might have done it in biro.
Yeah,
bun all that.
No, not bun it. Just practice. You know what I mean? And don't think that shit goes unnoticed. That's another thing. And like Skeme said, realize
handstyle. You've got no mum, bro.
You got to realize you're a toy. You know what I mean? And that realization is the first step to not becoming a toy. You know what I mean?
First step to getting out of toyhood on the toyhood 40-step plan.
Yes.
All right. Recognize you're a bitch.
Here's another one by another prolific London bomber. Trap
big
House.
up, mate. He never goes in dry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're slipping off their chairs. These birds, snail trails everywhere, bro.
Straight up, man. I know he has a lot. I've seen him, the glee in his face when he's bombing. Man, he loves a good
Mate,
Tag.
loves a bit of bombing.
But another guy who loves a bit of bombing, TRAPY, Trap House.
Trappy, I went to go and get a bit of munch today. I went out the gym, came out of the gym, Uxbridge Road, turn right, go to Dada's Diner, black dustbin that's been there from time, brand new,
has he been in the end?
pen Trappy reaches on the bin.
Well, that's the thing about those bins. Do they travel a bit, the bins, or do you reckon he came?
No, it's the bin.
Yeah,
it's for the
same
street.
bin.
It's on Uxbridge Road Street, outside Dada's Diner.
I was going to say,
I had a coffee with you at Dada's Diner there, so I go there all the time. So I know there's a brand new reach.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
nice.
I know man was there like yesterday.
Yeah, and another thing is skips. When you tag on a skip, like I've seen skips that I've tagged on like fucking 5 years earlier,
and then
I'm
in all city. Like my dad, back in primary school, my dad owned like the skip firm. Do you know what I mean? So man would get up all city because my dad owned the skip. So every skip that got dropped off, Clapham, Bush, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Man bombed it, and it went all city, bro.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I started all city in my bedroom, bro. It was me and Amber and Spo. Do you know what I mean? We started.
All right, let's get into what Trappy. Spo is another dope hand style, man. He holds it down.
Spo's got a hand style.
And if you see,
in the face.
There's a few people like this.
Actually, Spo's got a hard hand style.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
it's unique as well now. You know, he changed it about a couple of years ago.
Let me finish my point, Theme. He's one of them writers. He's one of them writers that you can see the direct correlation from his hand style to his piecing style letters. You can see the direct, like Score said, like a bunch of people have said, your tag is basically a simplified version of a piece. Not everyone has that. You know what I mean? Some people have a completely different tagging style to their piecing style, which is great as well. But there are some people where the tag is directly correlated to the letters in their pieces and dubs and stuff. So I love that.
Splat.
Yeah.
Splat's reaches look like his pieces. They're the same outline.
Same funky flow to it, same weight, same bounce to the letters.
But the reaches were hard, bruv.
Proper.
All of them lot. I rock.
Yes. Oh, mate. All of them lot, man. And I'm going to go through some old school 80s tags.
Where was I? I was doing actual...
Cade sent me a bunch. Cade is another writer, old school legend here, who he's collected a lot of artwork from people, tags from people. So he sent me a bunch of photos. We'll go through them in a minute as well. We've hit an hour already. Fucking hour. I knew this was going to be a long episode. But let's get into what Trappy said about the importance of a tag.
Well, your hand style is your signature. That's your main thing, yeah? Working on it makes the most sense. That's probably the thing that you're going to do more than dubs, more than fucking whatever. It's going to be your hand style, your tags, yeah? Working on it makes the most sense out of all the things to work on. Because that's your main thing, what people are going to know you for. So you hear what, yeah? If you got a shit hand style, I think you're thick or a pussy. And the other thing about your hand style, your tag and whatnot, is you can tell a lot about someone. There's a lot of people's hand styles that I can tell if they're unique. I can tell what type of person they are on their hand style. It's difficult to describe quickly in a voice note, but I know other men know what they're talking about and they know what I'm saying is true. There's people's hand styles I look at and I think, you're unique, or you're either young or inexperienced. Or, you get what I mean? There's loads of things, loads of indicators in someone's hand style you can tell what they're about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that I think have tried to craft, it's basically your personality comes out in your tag. That's why it's important. Because you want it to reflect who you are. You want people to see that tag, how you do it, and associate it with you as accurately as possible, I reckon.
Yeah.
Big him up and big up some of the whole cars he's been doing.
Bruv, yeah, he's been traveling a lot, and he's quite
big him up. I
barefaced.
just remember seeing all them bits. But he's spitting facts, and he's saying there's a lot of pussy-o indicators in the reach, and there's a lot of I'm fake, but I'm trying to build this personality through my graph in the reach as well.
That's true.
You have to be sick. You have to be able to paint the Mona Lisa to be able to do that. You can. That's easily people can sniff it out.
You can sniff
but there's
it
a lot of pussy-o indicators, bruv.
Yeah.
Neek.
And not, I mean, yeah, for sure. You can tell who's dedicated and who's not. You know what I mean? Who's more interested in the arty-farty side of things and who's more interested in the getting up side of things. You can, yeah, like you said, your personality comes through in your tag, you know?
Funk, sick handstyle, bruv.
Funk had an ill one.
Sick handstyle, bruv.
All right, this is a message from...
Viz 1. You remember Viz 1? Them reaches there.
Very nice, man. No doubt. All right, Mutlag from Mauritania. He got in touch.
Sick handstyle.
He has
sick
got a
handstyle,
handstyle.
Mutlag.
He said, when you have a good style tag, let me do it in his accent. When you have a good style tag, it shows you are serious. Your name will become larger than life, bigger than the actual person behind it. Some sort of superhero with superpowers. People will respect you more than the average. Plus, you will stand out from the rest. Isn't that the aim? And getting up too with style. That's what he wrote.
What was the first bit he said? I liked it a lot.
When you have a good style tag, it shows you are serious. Your name
shows you are serious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no doubt.
Shows you are serious. This guy's going in. He's outside. Do you know what I mean?
Another serious bomber, Lordy. He said tags. He goes, a tag's a tag. I prefer the straight, readable tags than them weird guys that do too much. Crazy underlines and speech marks and shit. He goes, but it takes a while to master your tag. So short and sweet there from Lordy, to the point.
Yeah, and he knows a couple of bits about getting a reach. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And he loves his skinny, the what's it called, cap.
Yeah, them caps that you love.
the what's it, needle cap thing.
Getting them up high.
All right, a writer, Hefs, who really goes in on his style, man. Hefs, Hefs. We've chatted about him a couple of times. He said this: the tag is the foundation and the start of it all. To master it takes dedication and many hours of repetitive practice. When painting pieces, letter structure and proportions all come from the simplicity of the tag. So understanding the flow and shape of letters by tagging is important in developing a distinctive piece style. Again, we've reiterated this point a couple of times, but I don't think that point can be driven home enough, man. When we're talking about Graff Critique, when we're critiquing these toys, and we're always talking about keep it simple and the balance of the letter and like these simple things, it shows that you haven't been practicing your hand style, because that you learn all that shit from just tags, man. It's the bare bones of it, man. It's the, like we said, the simplest form of that shit. You know what I mean?
Should we go? I mean, we can sum this up, yeah? Everyone is pretty much saying, simplicity, flow, identity, style, balance, and repetition.
Yes.
Everyone's saying these sort of things. And then having different style tags for different kind of areas, up, highs, down, lows, trains, outsides, shutters and stuff like that. And then people can tell which way you bopped, what kind of mood you were in, who you were with, whether you were lashed. But the same things comes up like flow, balance, simplicity, style.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And people know you can't. The thing is with the reach, the thing is like going to like Trellick, and painting a piece there, and someone like Mir or Met or someone like that is next to you, and they help you out with your piece. Do you know what I mean? And they can take you levels up from how whack it would be just because they were standing next to you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're getting a reach on your J's, there's no way you can blag it. There's no way. If your reach is fucking whack, then that's it. It's game over. Or straight away, like there's no kind of maybe with a dub you done this or the wall.
Yeah, you can hide. You can hide behind certain things.
You can't hide shit. You fucking neeks behind your reach. Do you know what I mean? And that's true. That's true. That's 100% true.
No doubt, man. Theme. I've just sent you a few photos that were sent to me by Cade via the Instagram.
Yo.
Let's go through them one by one, just from the first one.
Handstyles, baby. Handstyles, baby. I'm already seeing handstyle. What's the first one for you? Because you just sent me another one.
Sorry, hold on. Fucking my WhatsApp. It's a Dsia tag, yeah? DSIA.
Look at that reach, bruv.
distinctive style, you know what I mean? Getting small and then getting bigger and bigger with each letter, you know what I mean? The A at the end has gone quite big with an arrow flinging off the end.
The D is separate from the S. The I is blatantly joins into the A.
Joins into the
as
A.
it goes up.
Very nice flex in there.
Yeah,
the next one
the
down.
doodah's in the right spot. The Cazbee is like, yo.
That's, again, with the chisel nib, you know what I mean? Like, you can see how he's
Yeah.
carefully crafted that to shape how it is. Those E's with the pointy tops, really cool, man.
For me, that's a difficult reach to get because of that pen nib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the short shots, you can see just...
You've got to have it in your head. If you've been using a can or using a different pen and someone passes you that pen and you don't properly clock it, you'll go to get this written and you'll be like, oh, fucking hell.
No, you got to,
It looks so dog shit because you weren't...
Similar to the Cade.
Cades.
The Cade afterwards, yeah, in blue there. You see the two different styles there.
You see the bottom E, almost perfection.
Almost perfection. I mean, yo, that's close to perfection, that one there.
That is almost... we could do... The lad could do better.
That's nice,
Look
those
at
Cade ones. Now, that down rock, the next one is a down rock. It says Feend, Feend, and then D with the star. You see, when I was talking about down rock tags, look at that, how the F...
The
flick
first
in the
E
middle,
on that, it might be perfection.
it goes into that E, and then the second E. The way he's connected all the letters together, that is so sick. The way he's done that.
Yeah.
And if you go,
the D is sick as well, bruv. Sick. The D is.
Talking about down rock tags, the next one apparently Cade.
Yo, that Feend is sick. Reach, bro.
It's too ill, innit? That Feend is crazy. This now down rock again. Cade was telling me that crash. So that says crash. CRASH. Can you see that? Yeah, with the H around that's going through the. He told me this one was legendary back in the day. That to me is perfection.
It's the sort of reach I used to see in like Amsterdam back in the 90s.
Them yes. Just he's done the
Coffee
minimal.
shop reach.
He's done nothing extra. You know what I mean? Everything that is in that crash tag is done purposefully, and it does what it needs to do. I just love that.
There's a Feend reach in the same photo, sort of. Top right,
on the top right.
Much prefer the down rock, mate. And the blue. Wait, is it in paint?
Are you back to the Feend one? Yeah.
Is it in paint?
No, it's with a marker pen.
No, it's in pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Amsterdam used to have reaches like that. It used to be absolutely fucking batteredly. But those are some nice reaches, boy.
Again, that era of Graff in the late 80s.
Back on that last reach, man.
Crash, yeah?
The crash reach. Look at the S going into the H and being the bar of the H is nice. Gee, nice.
And the flick of the H coming around with the star in the middle of the round bit, like just perfectly done, man.
You toys gotta know. There's a map as well. Do you know what fucking Here gave me?
What?
Is a New York subway map.
Ah, nice.
I was thinking we could do something on it for Arms House and use it as a giveaway.
Get it framed up or something. Oh, we'll give it away, yeah.
Or do it for us and get it framed up for us.
Because they open up quite big. They're like A3 size, I think, the whole thing.
Son, let me see. Yeah, it's a good point.
No, don't do it now, Theme. Don't do it now.
Don't do it now. I just want to see it myself. It's only here.
Allow it, because we're going to go now into a bit of Graff critique of some reaches. Yes, let's get some of that done, and then we'll call it a night. Maybe we'll do Handstyles Part 2. We'll see.
Handstyles Part 2.
We'll see what the feedback is from this one, and
big up all the people who got in touch about the Handstyles. Some people that were going in about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can see the passion behind it, and people who know what they're doing, even ill pieces like SKORE, like Hefs, like, you know, some of these other people, Skeme, all the people we chatted to, they all do ill pieces and dubs, but the Handstyle is the most fun to do, man. It's the most freeing. I just sent you one. This is for Graff Critique. Now we're going to be critiquing your Handstyles.
Which one?
The white Tipex one.
Don't tell me that's a Tipex reach.
It's a Tipex reach.
Tell me what this yellow thing. This is one of them yellow things that holds sand, isn't it, in the street?
Yeah, I can't even remember what this one
says. No?
Yeah, I can't even remember what this one says, man. It's got a bit of style to it though as well, man. But it's just too squiggly. It's got an ER at the end, and there might be an S there in the middle.
G something ER.
No, Gester. It's a definitely STER at the end. But what's the first couple of letters?
ER is the second one is E. The third one is R.
Yeah, so Gersters, Gesters, Gersters.
What? And he didn't say what it is.
No, I just saved it and I didn't remember who sent
Register.
it. So it's my fault. It's my fault.
I mean, the thing is,
yeah.
For starters, it doesn't really work because I mean, you might have a bit of style, but you can't get a reach that thin with a Tipex pen, like with a nib like that on that yellow thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks cool, man.
And if you do, you've got to do it how he's done it, like really short and compact. And because if you did it like one of my style reaches, the massive ego and looping, and that would just be like the tiniest line of all time. So you've got to make your reach really small. Oh shit.
People love those Tipex pens. I never understand. I mean, it depends. It really heavily depends on the surface when you tag with those.
I ain't used one of them since I used to write Nirvana on the fucking slammy vinyl fucking bag.
And because it's so thin, I think it works for tags like this one, whatever it fucking says. Yeah,
it almost says Zephyr to me. It's not.
Yeah, because you can see the style on this, and he's done it quickly. You know, and that arrow at the top as well with the elongated side bits, and then the I don't know. I don't know. It's got some flavor to it, but again, I can't read it, so fuck you, Persy. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness,
I was being a bit harsh there. All right, I got another one here. Let's go. Boom. That's sent.
Boom shakalaka, central line on the central line?
Yeah,
central
like
line on the insides.
So that is
Zeko. I've been seeing these lads.
Who's that guy on the right? Reek.
Yeah, just looking at the way the date and the number and the time, it reminded me of a BTP shot, and I was like, "Who the fuck has sent this in?" But then I realized it was a laptop screen.
Yeah, it's a laptop screen. The guy.
Fuck me. What did you say?
I was trying to make out the word on the right hand side, man.
R.
Yeah, it's definitely an R-E.
A-K, no?
And it's a K at the end. Relk. R-E-L-K. That's it. Sorry.
L-K, no?
Yeah. R-E-L-K. Relk. I love that tag. He's done it nice and fat with the pen. You know what I mean? It's nice and even. Just the curl at the end with the R, with the K.
And the K, yeah.
I think he did too many curls there. I think, again, I don't know. There's a nitpicking. I'm nitpicking here. But I like it.
But these are like I like reaches like that. I like
but you can see how
is it Zek or Zeko?
Zeko, yeah, and you can see how they're both done with the same pen. But the one on the right, he had a bit more. He put more weight on the pen.
Squeezed
when he did
it
the
a
tag.
bit more on that bitch.
You know, whereas the Zeko he was doing a bit too quick, and you know, and he went a bit too mad.
It's a bit more streamlined
with the flare at the end as well, like going across.
I like his K as well, though. To be fair,
the actual K itself looks dope. That's for sure. All right, let's do a couple more here. Here we go. King Baser sent us a Handstyle to check out. It looks like this was done in a toilet cubicle somewhere. After doing a big shit squeeze, he squeezed out a marker pen tag. Baser, I've seen him do this style before, and obviously we love Baser here, but this one...
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the beat because of all the italic kind of shit going on. It's more like a...
The flick he's done on the top left of each letter. I see what he's trying to do there. He's trying to keep continuity with it and all that. And I like the flair and all that stuff. But I don't think it...
But then the Z and the E have got nothing on it, and he's put up AC.
Yeah, the E is my favorite letter, and it doesn't have that thing on it. You know what I mean? The rest of the letters, I think he's going too wonky to get that style out. That it's
then AC
taken away. Well, it looks like it. Yeah, he's put an AC there. I wouldn't know. All right.
Really?
Well, he's got.
I don't want fucking Zonk phoning me up fuming again and going, "Now listen, yeah."
Well, I don't know, so don't chat to us about it.
Who's that who said what's what? Because I told you fucking what. And I was like, sorry, it weren't me, bruv. It weren't me. It was just a podcast.
Yeah. All right, someone sent this.
No, we don't like that italic shit. It reminds me of one of them boards that like displays how to do italic letters.
Yeah, it looks like one of them cheesy fonts that you get when on like Word.
I thought this said arse for a second.
No.
Does it say R?
R-A-R-E with a 25 and an underline.
R25.
Jesus Christ. This one, I mean...
The underline is very straight.
The
underline is very straight.
Very straight.
Fuck me, bro.
This kid, he's obviously just starting out. At least I hope so. You know what I mean? I kind of like how he's done. I'm trying to be nice here. I like how he's done the A, the lowercase a. I don't like it. I think it looks shit, but he's done it. He's obviously started on the top left, you know what I mean? And then gone round, did the curve.
He had a little wobble as soon as he started it. He went, oh!
Yeah, he's wobbled. The lowercase r, I'm just not into lowercase r's, especially with tags, man. They hardly ever work.
Lowercase r racist.
I am racist against lowercase r's, so, you know, I'm prejudiced.
Where do you think R is in the foundation? If there was a foundation GMVQ course, the foundation of style, where do you think R would be? He'd be on his fucking first day. He ain't even turned up yet.
Freshers week, you know, Freshers week of uni, like when you turn up and you have a couple of beers. He's like that. He's still pissed on the first night. Like R. Keep at it, man. You know what I mean? He's keeping it simple. At least he's not adding stars and quotation marks all around.
Are you mad? Oh, bruv. Are you mad? Because you could have even just got a next reach, with that, which wasn't fucked up. Where at least the paint came out
sent that one
on
in.
the beginning of the A and sent that one in. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Are you mad?
All right, here's another one on a central line by the looks of it.
I don't know about writing R. You know, I'm just the ARE. It just looks like a crew.
Yeah.
Once you get some style, that'll look like a crew.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be careful with them tree lecker tags.
Very
See
true.
what I'm saying?
Theme, I just sent you another one, man.
Bun your other one, bruv.
Yeah, this one's not all that. It's a little bit better. It says Modi, M-O-D-Y.
No.
So,
bruv,
yeah,
if we show this on the podcast, we're going to get shut down, bruv.
It's true.
Who's writing that?
Modi, yeah, I don't know. M-O-D-Y.
There's no way you're writing that.
It's true. It's too close to Moody, yo. Fix up. And it looks like he's just started as well. It doesn't look, I mean, like, you know.
Listen, I don't know what ends you're from, but I'll do you a favour now, bruv.
Yeah.
Don't write that.
Yeah, you should nip it in the bud.
Don't write that.
All right, here's the one.
Don't write that.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You at least know some sort of fucking history. And don't write that.
He's probably thinking,
because Moody's been put up so much. Remember, check out our last episode where we talked about dedications on the Arms House to Your Mum's House podcast, which drops every Wednesday, 8 p.m.
True.
But yeah, because we're talking about dedications and Moody gets put up a lot, bruv.
Exactly, yeah. It's
so you don't even need to be up on your serious knowledge. You just need to have 1 foot in. If you got 1 foot in the game, you would know that. Don't write that reach.
Yeah.
This is an Arms House lesson. So I like it when this is the second time I've told someone not to write that.
Yeah. You're giving them a cease and desist on their own tag. You know what I mean? You cannot.
But they've both been worked at 100%, isn't it? What was the other one? Viz.
Fuck, what was it? No, it was moi. There was a writer who was writing moi, but she was from Sheffield.
Oh, yeah. NWA, yeah. Joker.
We're like, hold it down.
Joker.
All right, I just sent you another tag. Can you read it? I want to make it.
Looks like it's done in Spain and along behind one of those walls. It's just got nothing behind it, like wasteland Spain.
Yeah, it's not in Spain. Someone in the UK. I don't know where. There's too much going on. Way too much.
But the thing is, these reaches, okay, cool, you got a handstyle. You got a handstyle, bro. But man can't read. And if I'm going past in the car or on the train, no chance. But it's one of them reaches, once you know what it says, you'd instantly recognize it.
Yeah, but
to be fair to man.
It says fly, F-L-I-E. Yeah. It's got style to it. It's got a continuation. It's got all the bottoms of the letters are going down like into a point. You know what I mean? But he's done.
I don't like it. If it says fly, I don't like it.
And he's done too much on the left side of the F, the E at the end, the arrow, and the weird 2 lines going through it, and then the underline, and then an arrow there as well, and then the ziggly line, and then curling at the top with a star, and it's like, yo. It's unnecessary.
But that's what I'm saying. Man is showing he's got some hand styles, isn't it? But
he's got some control of the can.
You just need to humble yourself a little bit, bruv. Like humble and make it.
That shit don't impress me personally. I don't get
flow. That's not got flow. That's got mad twerks and stuff like that. It's not got flowage.
Yeah, he thinks he's fly.
It's not running free. To me, it looks like FKOZ 2 back, like a number 2.
Yeah,
FKOZ.
All right, here's one more.
But
careful, your phone,
person can get a decent reach.
Your phone might catch on fire this time.
Oh, look at this. This is not one of your better reach. But I like the question mark on it.
Yeah, it's not the best one.
And look, there's a mine AS reach above it.
Yeah, I saw that on the right. Yeah. Big up mine.
And he got a mention on the people who's got Handstyle.
Oh yeah, true say. Any other names we haven't mentioned yet? I mean, I'm sure we've left out so many. Please, people, in the comments below, if we haven't mentioned anyone or there's a particular Handstyle.
Let me show you your Handstyle reach, bruv.
Send them in.
Let me show you your Handstyle reach.
Yeah,
So you don't know about Handstyle. Like that one time, like, bruv.
My phone just got really hot.
It's hot. It's hot.
No, this is a very simple tag, very nice. Like you can even see your body movement, like you were standing like
but
that.
that's the kind of thing people have been saying is the flow and the movement and the simplicity and the identity and the style and the dripping in swagger. And I'm on my way home from banging your mother, brother. You see them kind of reaches.
Yeah, man.
Crispy,
very nice.
Sexy,
with your
clear.
Is that with a New York? Is that a New York or just a fat cat? I think
New York.
All right, here's another one that someone sent in. Formism.
I kind of like this reach though. Still, like I like them reaches.
Ism is one of my favorite ones that people add to the end of their tag. You know, you can put a one.
I never do that. You know,
you can put an ism. You can put a ski. You can put like an amp ski, ambism. Amb rock, amb one, you know what I mean? But the ism is one of my favorites.
The rock as well, bruv.
This one's quite a classic style, you know, simple, but I like tags like that, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It reminds me of someone else. It reminds me of like the old days. I can't remember.
It does, yeah.
Especially
like
that R.
90s era. All right, one more. You remember that writer, Rook? Rook has been getting a lot of shine on the pod. We've done him 2 weeks in a row for critique. Remember, he simplified his O's on the last episode. Now he's sent in a handstyle.
Why is it like this? What's that done on?
What do you think of it, man? I don't know. What is that like in a tunnel?
Done it on the computer.
No, this is on a. Oh, was it on a? Mate, it's hard to tell what that's on.
My background's all like fuzzy and different colours and shit. It looks weird, and it's like the wrong angle for anyone to be able to do it, really. But
is it?
What does it say? Rook Wanna.
Yeah, Rook Wanna. What do you think of that tag, man?
Hey, it's not too bad, man. It's not too bad, but the R kind of gives me. What's the R? Praying mantis kind of grasshopper leg. It's like way too grasshopper leggish. You know what I mean?
I was
and
thinking
an R
how
is
to
sick,
describe.
especially an R finishing a reach. If it's the last letter, bosh. Do you know what I mean? It looks decent.
But you see how the E goes round straight up into the R. I would have done a go down to make the backbone of the R,
to have
and
the
then
bottom of the R,
and then continue it rather than just have it as the round.
Unless that's the only time, you know, you were just saying about you don't like lowercase r's. If you're finishing a read, like a theme of reach, if you're doing a book, and I keep saying book one because the B, the arrows fucked him. It makes it look like a B.
Oh, it makes it look like a B. You're right. Yeah.
But if you were going from that E, that last E, and then you went into a down and then just like that. For your lowercase r, I'm telling you, bruv, it looks sick.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I still don't know if I'd feel that, man.
But
I like the way the underline. Okay, he's done that arrow underlining it, but then the lines that go under the underline from the R and from the K, they're very, lined up nicely, and you can tell he's done this.
And then the last R just doesn't look like it's with the rest, doesn't it?
Yeah,
all of them are lined up nicely, like you're saying. The last R looks like a different style.
A little bit. It looks a bit out of place. Although,
what would look better is just book one.
The kick off the R is, it's all right.
Book one and the E still comes up all the way up, but it doesn't start an R.
Yeah. All right, theme, brother. I'm sick of talking about tags now, man. I've had it up to here, man.
Look at your reach.
Your tags, yeah.
Look at your reach.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? People, listen to Zonk and listen to everyone else. Listen to Two Rise. Listen to these motherfuckers. They all said, look at your reach.
Yeah, man.
And Met said, lube it up first, bruv.
Just don't
Stop being so desperate. Lube it up.
In this day and age of Instagram and everyone wants to upload a piece and get likes and shares and people commenting and stuff like that, fine, yeah, but don't dismiss your tagging style, man, all right? We notice it. Anyone worth their salt is looking out for that
about
shit.
1 billion different reaches.
So people, please, all the young'uns coming up, man. Okay, fine, learn your pieces and your letters and stuff like that way, but focus on your tagging, man. Get your tag looking good, and I'm telling you, it will help with every other aspect of Graff.
What was it?
From can control to everything.
Show that you are serious. That's what Maddie's saying. Show that you are serious.
Show that you're serious, man. It's a very important, vital part of Graff. It's not just a stepping stone. I'll do tagging till I can do pieces. No, you never stop doing tags. You never stop learning.
You should have sketchbooks just full of every page. It's got billions of reaches on it.
Bro,
everything in your house should be battered. Any piece of paper next to the phone or the sofa or the menu.
Not if you're being bait. Not if you're being bait. Because when the feds, when I got raided when I was 18, many moons
yeah, but
ago,
you dash all the shit. And
they took everything. They took my coursework because everything had tags on it. Everything, my coursework, my bag, my door of my fucking cupboard was covered in tags.
Everyone on it.
They unscrewed the door and took the door out of my house. The door of my fucking cupboard, man. It's just,
we're coming to take your doors. You got too much stuff.
So please be careful when you do write on stuff. But yeah, man.
Panic's got a sick hand style. Met's got a sick hand style.
Yeah.
Crep's got a sick hand style.
We've left so many people out. We've left so many people because in America there's so many Philly hand styles. The LA hand styles, all them LA writers, San Fran writers got some ill right. Although some of that gothic stuff I'm not too into, you know what I mean? I have to admit.
I'm not too down on that Philly hand style. You know that actual Philly
Cadeism is one of my all-time
and that Brazilian shit. I'm not into that too
That's
much.
a separate thing. That the Pisha sound stuff.
I'm into Amsterdam and Paris hand styles.
Paris. O'Clock got mentioned a couple of times. He's one of my favorite.
Tran, bruv. He's got just a simple batter it hand style.
Yeah. Able B&B in London. Able had those ill tags similar to Drax where they were just so noticeable. Always a fat cat tag on the shutter and you couldn't miss it, you know?
People with good hand styles, they can do good throw ups.
Yes.
It's just natural they can do a good throw up if they've got a good hand style.
And also, because it's the quickest, easiest way to get up, you know, and no matter where you are, you can catch a tag. You know what I'm saying? So be prepared. You know what I mean? Like, work on that shit, make it look good. You know what I mean? It doesn't go unnoticed. Salute.
Notting Hill Gate Station, every time where I stand, where I'm waiting for the train to come in, coming back from work, right at the end of the platform, brown door, look at the brown door, Zonk carved into the door.
Yeah.
Depot going across the window, theme in the middle, and then someone else as well. But just like, yo, them reaches will stay forever.
Mate.
Carved it into a door. Do you remember the black bit of the rubber where the windows used to go in the district line? You could scratch on them as well, and it would stay sick. Everything, bro.
Very true, man. Shout out my brother Frez as well. Frez has got an ill hand style, man.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh, but I called him by his own.
Yo, salute, man. Again, we've missed out a bunch of people. Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you leave a comment below, we have a T-shirt by Frontline UK. UK Frontline sent us a T-shirt. I don't have it here in front of me, but I'll put it on the screen. You can win that T-shirt if you leave a comment. Actually, Theme, while I say this, look up last week's episode and pick a comment winner. What did they win?
Now.
What did they win last week, man? What did we offer? It was another
a T-shirt.
Oh, the For the Culture.
It was these, them man things.
For the Culture, yeah, For the Culture records.
For the Culture things.
The cap and the T-shirt. Yeah, so pick a winner for that while I explain. UK Frontline sent us a T-shirt, wicked one. So that's up for grabs. If you leave a comment below, let us know a hand style we maybe missed out or what you thought of this episode. Blah blah blah. Leave a comment and. We will pick one next week. All right. Theme. Pick one comment from last week. Yeah, I know.
Who can I pick?
Yeah, have a little scroll.
Yo, lads, I'm the winner of the book. Well, I can't pick him, can I?
Yeah, not him.
And next one I went to is big up for picking my comment for the winner of the giveaway.
Jesus Christ. Come on, Theme. Pick one.
Oprez -T1V. That rant over death metal shit was crazy. My face is aching. Big up the pod, 100.
There we go. What's his
Lucky Oprez?
Take a screenshot. Huh? Take a screenshot and send it to me, brother, man.
Yeah, man's taking that screenshot, bro. Man's pinging that.
Perfect. Oh yeah. So yeah, leave a comment under here to win the UK Frontline. Big up them lot for sending that over. We got a quick listener question. Check it out. Listen.
Big up the Arms House crew. Yo, Amber, Theme, who would be on your Mount Rushmore of Graff? and why?
Thanks for sending in your questions, but that question, not only have we answered it several times already on the pod, go back to episode 1, 2, 3, 4, we talk about all this shit. On the Patreon right now, the link is below, on Arms House to Talal's house.
The link is below.
On Arms House to Talal's house that we do, we've done 2 episodes now where we literally break down. Theme picks 20 of his favorite writers. I picked 20
but
of my favorite writers.
It's not fair. It's not what he's saying. It's not what he's saying.
What do you mean?
Because there's certain writers both of us don't want to go out in that game. You know what I mean? But we're stuck because you've got to choose one.
Yeah, but
it's not like a Mount Rushmore.
We discuss our favorite writers on the planet. All right. So if you want to learn about that, you can go to the Patreon. We go in depth. There's like 3 hours we talk about that shit. So please stop asking us what our top 5 writers are. All right. Ask us any other questions.
I don't know what he's very upset about it.
I'm just saying, I'm just trying to encourage people to be a bit more creative with their questions. You know what I'm saying?
You're lucky they're listening.
It's true. It's very true.
Christ, treating them like fucking cunts.
We were going to go out to Gangstar Mass Appeal because, you got to get the tag up to get Mass Appeal. But instead, let's go out to this Meyhem Lauren tune, Got the Fever.
Oh, you just changed it, yeah? Last minute?
Well, I was going to play Meyhem Lauren earlier, halfway through the episode, but we never fucking stopped.
But you forgot.
We just been, chatting too much, man. So, which is good.
Big up all the Arms House family. Arms House batters everything. Next episode's looking pretty sick. We love you all. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Stop being a nonce, bun everyone else, and listen to the Arms House.
No doubt.
Arms House, Team Arms House.
Fat caps and shit. Pilots and shit. Griffin. Homemades. Layups. The whole shit, man.
The whole shit, son.
Niggas, son. Fat niggas know what it is. Niggas out nightly, son.
That's what I'm saying, son.
Tag on and shit. Yeah. I reminisce days wearing all black, paint in my knapsack. Summer squash yellow calling me, I had to rack that. Freaking forward inside, burgundy outline, late make a strip shine. Nigga, I take mine. Tags on the J line, E-train tunnels, flat blacks, got stacks, fat caps, lot of bundles. It was like that. Take my spot, I'll be right back. Handstyles, they major, stomp blocks and Deja. My rustos and labor about to give birth to flavor. Vandal squad cops play blocks in a LeSabre, trying to catch niggas, writing their name, looking for fame. Sometimes you get locked, it's just part of the game. Antifreeze in my Griffin, I was making a stain. First car to the back of the train, simple and plain. Wrecking rack spot, shutting them down, leaving them slain. Real talk, son, Graff on the brain, it was insane. Nah, man.
In my neck.
Is that you spitting? Nah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I can still smell the paint in the air like I was there. I used to ride the 7 train way back and just stare at the colors on the roof. Pale yellow was the shit. Everybody wildin' out, anybody was a vic. Pilot marker in my pocket, everything was getting hit. When you come through correct, your whole style get big. Triple outline, taking my time to look crisp. Can't control, crushing clown, straight stomp, we don't miss. 4-finger chips, street cry lines like full clips. Kill something, spray it past the weapon, keep stepping. Niggas know my style, still reppin', no question. I drop a lot of jewels when I rhyme, so pay attention. In New York, we make walls talk, free expression. Beyond comprehension of the regular is deeper. Pain in my pocket, fat cap in my sneaker. Late night on a mission for self. I got the fever. I got 25 hands in my knapsack.
I mean, like, I love looking at buildings, but that will not stop me if I had the chance to put a nice tag on one.